At this time, we're going to have the former Chief Minister, Hubert Hughes, to do a tribute.
Good afternoon, church. My main reason for being in St. Kitts was not just to pay random my sympathies to Ben and Reggie, but because of the long abiding friendship and association I've had with Telca over the years. And I've been around the world, she's been around the world. But when we got back to St. Kitts, Telca was always there for me. And she refers to me as Captain Hughes, because I was always interested in boats, coming from a boating family in Angola. And so she would always call me Captain Hughes. But this lady is just different. But most important, me and nationalists grew from colonial slavery, plantation slavery, to constitutional advance and ultimate independence. If she had been born in one of the larger African countries, she would definitely have featured prominently on the world scene. Telca was a true nationalist. And those of you who lived through the days when St. Kitts was a dear colony to Britain, being exploited in every way, you will understand what it means to be a nationalist in St. Kitts. St. Kitts had to fight a big liberation struggle, just like most of the countries in Africa and also the larger economies in the Caribbean. St. Kitts, you know, was a very successful sugar economy and provided much to United Kingdom budget and business over many years. And Telca was born in a business family, but she was always very close to the political life and the social economic advancement of her people. And she lived that life because Telca just didn't wait for the crumbs to fall from the table. She was one of the people who were providing food for the table. She was a loving lady. And I sometimes wonder what kind of man Ben would have been without her. Because Ben is such a great guy. And he was blessed, of course, when he met Telca. I don't know, and I would like to wish him well, because it's going to be very hard for him without Telca. They were so close. I stayed at their home on numerous occasions, so I would understand the relationship between these two people. But Telca's memory will live on in Ridge, because she was pioneering, as you can see from the pursuits of her son Ridge, that he's also very pioneering, because he's added much to the national development, and that Telca prepared him for a particular type of entity. And he's excelled, not only because of his academic prowess, but also because of the tradition of being enterprising. If you want to travel through the country in the Old Red District, you'll realize what he has done is something that would hardly be expected of an island which never had indentations, had a straight coastline, and would never be prone to develop a yachting industry of that nature. But Ben has done it. It took a lot to create a yacht project in St. Kitts. So this adds a lot to St. Kitts because you need people who are true nation builders. And Reggie is a true disciple of his mother. She was a nation builder, and Reggie is going to carry on that tradition. So I'm very happy that with Telca's passing, she's left such a legacy as Reggie. And I hope that Ben will continue to take care of his great son. He's not only a son of Ben and Telca, he's a son of St. Kitts. And St. Kitts has always been a very special place when it comes to fighting colonial battles and accomplishing great nationalist goals. Because I remember when I first entered the St. Kitts Nevis Grammar School, there was not one single graduate at the grammar school. All our graduate teachers came from either Barbados, and 2 came from Guyana. And due to the struggle of the labor movement, St. Kitts reached a stage where she was exporting graduates. Then the middle class was a very limited middle class. Today, St. Kitts has a very large middle class. Housing was very poor. Calcutta and Bombay could not produce worse slums than you could find in St. Kitts under British colonial rule. So you all can be thankful for the role the labor movement played in liberating this island and its people and producing an atmosphere for genuine economic and social progress. St. Kitts is a great country today because of the work of people like Telca Francis and Robert Llewellyn Bratcher. Sorry that I couldn't say anymore because others will come before after me. Ben, Reggie, my condolences. I'll always stay close to you all. Thank you. Good afternoon.